So, is your penis the most dysfunctional member of your household? Erectile dysfunction is a big deal in America and the world today. It didn't used to be talked about. I'd say, I don't know, 20 years ago, it was 30 years ago, you wouldn't go to the doctor for. It was one of those things you just were like, I've got this, and you just stop having sex. You stop doing it. Now, it seems like erectile dysfunction treatments have taken the world by storm. They're everywhere. You hear the ads for them all the time. Some of those are my ads. And we love that. Like we want to take care of ED, and that is my life mission, is to tackle erectile dysfunction and make it as easy as treating an elbow. Okay, like we want erectile dysfunction to be easily talked about. It is just a medical condition, just like getting a sinus infection. You go to the doctor, you get it knocked out. It can be a little more complicated than just getting pills thrown at you. It can be a little more complicated than the things that you hear, that are very common. There's a lot of fraud scams out there. You see a lot of suspicious online medication things that end up with questionable sources for medication. There's a bunch of that stuff that really it takes away from the integrity of the medical practice towards this treatment. I'm gonna have a guest on this segment, on the next segment in about 10 minutes. We're gonna be talking with a good friend of mine, Justin, who's a physician's assistant, and he has treated maybe more men than anyone. I'd say probably in the Southeast. He's treated a lot of guys for erectile dysfunction and low testosterone. And he's an expert and a trusted advisor, so much so that we have brought him on the show. Yes, can't wait to talk to him. I want him to discuss some things about causes of ED. Are the foods in your pantry secretly causing erectile dysfunction? We're going to dive into that. I talk about erectile dysfunction all the time, so it seems like no big deal. And I was at my son's soccer game last night, and this guy comes up to me, and he was thinking about doing a voicemail anonymous, right? He's like, yeah, so I'm going to be anonymous, but I'm going to say his thing, but is it embarrassing to talk about? I was like, what? No, we talk about this all the time. Like, it's no big deal. Like, get it taken care of. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna leave this message. And I was like, okay, buddy, like, go for it. Like, do it. It's no big thing. It's crazy how much of a stigma there is on erectile dysfunction these days. It drives me crazy. It drives me bonkers how guys will literally sit there in silence. I had a friend who, one of my best friends from high school, and I've been doing, erectile dysfunction treatment for 15 years. And so about 5 years into it, he came to me and he was like, hey man, can we talk? And I was like, of course we can talk. And I was like, uh-oh, something's going on. Like, started getting a little bit of anxiety. Like, it was like one of those, can we talks, like what's actually going to happen here? And he said, Evan, I know you help guys with ED, but I need to tell you something personal. I was like, yeah, sure. What's up? What's going on? I was like, ready for the worst. He's like, well, I've got ED. It's like, oh, okay. Well, come to the clinic. We'll get it taken care of. He's like, really? Are you serious? I was like, yeah, man. He's like, well, I've just been so embarrassed about this. I was like, why are you embarrassed, dude? Like, it's just a normal medical condition that 50% of guys at the age of 50 have, 70% of the guys at age 70 have. Like, why do you think it's such a big deal? And a lot of it's our culture. Our culture is very private. I should say was very private. It's becoming less private with the advent of TikTok and some of the crazy things out there these days these kids are doing. But it is certainly, especially among the older generation, is something that's a taboo. I come from a very conservative upbringing where we did not talk about sexual issues. We did not talk about things that related to that. My dad took me on he used to drive an Office Depot truck, and when I got the sex talk, he was like, you should come to work with me for the day, Evan. And we jumped in the truck, and I've never seen that man sweat that much. And he stumbled through the sex talk and talking about how babies were born. It was very, frankly, it was a little traumatizing. I'm not sure that I learned anything. And that's a lot of Americans experience sex that way. So my friend, he says, yes, I've got ED. He's like, actually, I've been creating fights at night with my wife so that I don't have to sleep in the same bed with her, so that we don't have to have sex. I was like, you're kidding? What? He's like, yeah, I literally, when she starts trying to get into the sexy mood, I create drama so that I don't have to deal with it. And I haven't told her about it. I was like, dude, oh my God. And my heart was just it's just so sad. And I was like, man, I don't understand. I was like, that I've been doing this. Why not come to you? He's like, it's really hard to talk about. And when, understanding that some of my closest friends it's taken a long time for them to talk to you. Now, a bunch of my buddies are, go to the clinics, but it's taken a long time to really to get where it's just okay to talk about. And so I'm committed. I am absolutely 100% committed to destigmatizing erectile dysfunction from American men. We are just going to talk about it like it's an elbow. We are just going to deal with it, and we're just going to be men about it so that we can keep on having sex. There's a study that shows if you have sex twice a week, your life will be longer. Not 3 times, 2 times. It's got to be 2. But having sex twice a week helps your life long. I mean, the benefits, lots of relationships like my buddy break up because of sex. Back in the day when I first started, guys would come in and be like, yeah, I've got this issue and I want to treat it. Now, guys come in with this, like, my girlfriend, my wife, they are about to leave me if I don't get this treated. It's been a dramatic change over the past 10, 15 years where guys, before it was just like, I want to get this taken care of. Now it's like, my relationship is about to be on the rocks. It is on the rocks. She's about to leave me if I can't get this fixed. And so many guys come in after that already happened. They come in and they say, my wife left me because I couldn't get it up. And it's just heartbreaking because of how very treatable it is. I mean, there is medications out there that are 90% effective. You can throw a ton of different things at it. There's just so many different options. There's just no excuse not to at least go in for a visit and get it checked out. If you want to go to a clinic near you, you go to getyourmanon.com. There's a clinic that you can find near you that treats ED, specializes in ED. There's going to be a physician, providers, urologists in most cases where they're going to be able to take care of you and do it discreetly with dignity, and treat it like it's not a big deal, because it's all we talk about. And I do think, a lot of times people go online and find stuff that's like either really low dose or like maybe, questionable. You don't know where this stuff is sourced from. It's just very, very sketchy out there. And then you go on Google and you learn about this stuff, and it's like you start Googling ED, and then it tells you should probably go to the hospital or something. It's ridiculous. So, so many. We're gonna talk to Justin here in just a couple minutes about the causes of it. So we're gonna really dive into why ED happens, maybe why it's happened so frequently in the past 20 years. We have seen an increase in erectile dysfunction complaints. We're gonna talk so much about how to combat it and tackle it, make sure that it doesn't affect your life, doesn't affect your relationship. Like my buddies, we do not want relationships affected, and we want relationships strengthened. People leave because of sexual problems, but also the benefits of having sex are huge in a relationship. They make you feel closer together. You want to be, it gets you through. I'd like to call it the lube of a relationship. It really does. It helps you get through the difficult times. When you're having the type of intimate connections with your significant other, and it makes life easier. There's huge cardio benefits. There's lots of benefits. We're going to talk so much more about this. When we come back, we're going to do a deep dive into the causes of erectile dysfunction, as well as hearing the best from our anonymous voicemail box. If you have a question for us or need to get something off your chest, leave a secret confession for the world to hear. I want you to go to getyourmanon.com. Also find a clinic near you at getyourmanon.com and get your ED and low T treated.